We're excited
to be here.
Yeah,
We're excited to be
we're
here.
excited.
Clearly, can
Yeah.
you see we had caffeine today?
Yeah.
Actually, no, we're drinking herbal tea.
We are drinking herbal tea. Thank you, Kendall.
Thank you, Kendall.
This episode is sponsored by Kendall.
Kendall is funding our tea habits. She sent us the cutest teas ever.
Yeah.
Tea Forte.
Tea Forte.
brand, and they are all based on like alcoholic beverages.
Yes.
Also.
So Michelle's drinking Cherry Cosmo. I'm
I-
having apricot amaretto, and Ingrid has blueberry
Merlot,
Merlot. Yeah.
which is
They're
fantastic.
they smell amazing.
They
and the
smell
tea
s-
bags are
The
adorable.
packaging
cute.
is on point.
So
so-
cute.
And
So
look
thank
at
you.
this.
Not sponsored, but really
no,
cute.
but it's
Bends
so
to your
freaking
cup.
cute.
I love that.
And it's like a little leaf hanging off.
It's so cute.
your
That was
little
like the
cup.
most thoughtful thing ever.
Yeah, so we were so excited when we
Thank
saw that
you.
gift
You
in
guys
our
know
PO
we
box.
drink tea every single Thursday.
Tea and seltzers
so
every Thursday.
And coffee.
And coffee. So
One of,
we
one
like
of
to
the many.
caffeinate.
We do.
But yeah, this is a Tree Hill Talk.
Yeah,
this is
it's
a
not
One
it's not
Tree
a
Hill
tea
podcast.
podcast. We could
It's
totally
not-
do a tea podcast.
It's not
though.
Tea Hill Talk. It's
Oh,
Tree Hill Talk. Sorry,
all
I
right.
had to do- yeah, I had to do that. Yeah,
we should do that.
we should. Oh my god.
Wait
What-
a minute.
what-
wait,
Are we in the wrong
wait.
field here?
Wait,
We're
we
doing the right- what?
do actually, I think, need a food/beverage podcast.
Yeah, because that's all we. Besides TV shows, I
We
think
should
the
do a
second
pre-show
thing
for
TV
sure
and
about
is food and tea and drinks and coffee and all that.
Right. That's what we do. Eat
The
and
wheels are
watch
turning.
television.
Yeah, but
But anyway, back to
but-
season 5,
Season
episodes
5,
3 and
episodes
4.
3 and 4 we watched today of One Tree Hill. This is our One Tree Hill podcast. I'm Ingrid. and
I'm Liz.
and Liz.
And I'm Michelle.
And the three of us watch One Tree Hill. Each week we watch 2 episodes at a time, and then we talk about it. We make predictions, and it's a grand old time.
Usually, yes.
Yes. So this is episodes 3 and 4. Episode 3 was My Way Home is Through You, and episode 4 is It's All Right, Ma. I'm only bleeding.
They didn't
Gotta
really do
say,
anything
that title,
threw me
I
off
don't
completely.
understand why it was named
Me either.
that.
Yeah. Was anyone?
No one was cut and scraped
I
up
guess
is how
it
I
has to
figured
do
it.
with her mother,
Yeah.
Brooke and
Brooke
Victoria.
and Victoria. Makes sense.
How she kind of cut her emotionally.
Emotionally,
Mm.
because Victoria is a cold ass.
I like to say I predicted that.
Yeah.
That
you
she
guys,
was the
you guys
mother.
predicted that she
we
was the
knew that,
mom.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Victoria's not nice. And I remember last week we were saying if there was going to be any villains. I think it's safe to say Victoria is now
Yeah.
our.
Yeah, and a different kind of villain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause she's a nasty. She's a nasty.
Yeah.
So we can just jump right in with episode 3. So we have Luke stayed up all night writing because he was suddenly inspired.
Suddenly.
And, Lindsay is not stupid. She notices the
Mhm.
timing of it because she gives
Yep.
that little look. Like,
exactly. They pan off and she's like looking in the distance.
Mhm, like, damn it. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's all of a sudden inspired to write. And it's clear because not only Peyton's back, but everyone pretty much from his
Right.
past is back.
She said both of your beautiful ex-girlfriends are in town.
Mm-hmm.
Because they kept saying Peyton, 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 but I'm like, well, you got to remember that Brooke is here too, and she's just
Yeah.
as gorgeous, and they had a pretty rocky / sexual relationship. So
Right.
Yeah, it's true. We do have a question from Meatloaf on Snapchat.
Meatloaf.
Great name, by the
Yeah,
way.
great
How
username.
did you get that name?
Let us know.
Let
Snap
us
us.
know.
How do you feel about Lindsay and Peyton? Do you think Lindsay is too open with her relationship and how well she knows everyone and is throwing it in Peyton's face, or is it normal?
Oh. I
Well,
don't
with the
think she's
plant
throwing
thing,
it in her face. I think
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think she's quietly kind of like marking her territory,
Right.
even
Which
though
is what Peyton says.
Yeah.
Peyton said that, but I feel like Peyton also she apologized after the fact because she realized
Yeah.
that I think she blew it in out of proportion a little bit
With the bamboo plant,
with the bamboo plant.
which is supposed to be
bamboo
for
plant.
good,
Good
luck.
luck.
That was very nice of her,
It
and
was
she gave it to
nice.
Brooke too. Then we see
I think
afterwards.
she's doing a mature adult thing.
Me too.
By trying to be the bigger person and
I think she's
showing
trying
that
a
I'm
little
nice
too
person.
hard though.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
but-
I don't think I would go all those like
Yeah.
leaps and bounds
But
to
it's
like
like,
make these
think
people
about
like
it.
me.
Imagine if you don't make an effort or an effort
Right.
that's noticed, then it's like, oh, wait,
Yeah,
you're a bitch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
I like her. Do I like her for Lucas?
No.
Yeah, I do, but I
Oh.
also don't want them to be together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's a
'Cause we're-
good
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
a good match for each other, but I
Yeah.
also am like I'm not feeling it. I want it to be
Right.
something else.
Yeah, and I mean, since you said that, our girl Logan on Twitter
Logan.
at
Logan.
Logan Larice. If Michelle and Liz are going to love Lindsay, I might struggle listening to
Oh.
this season's podcast. LOL, kind of kidding. Kind of
No.
kidding.
I don't love her.
Love is
No.
a very strong
we
word.
just
met her.
Right.
So I
So
don't,
far, I like her intentions. I like who she is. I think she's funny. I think she's down to earth. I think she seems to be putting on a good front that she's okay with everything, even though she may not be.
She even says it to Luke, though. She's like, I'm trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
not
I
be.
think I like how honest she
Yeah.
is.
She is very honest. And
Again, I like them as a relationship. I think they have a very mature adult
Mhm.
relationship,
definitely.
yeah.
which he didn't really have.
Well, he was in high school.
They were in high school,
Right. I mean, we're seeing a new.
as adult as
I
they
hate
thought
that
they were.
I hate that we keep saying this is the adult years. They're
Right.
21.
No, they're 21.
They're
That's
babies
barely an
still.
I
adult.
like
thought
20
they were at least 22. One of them,
Haley,
maybe not.
she says, I'm 21.
21, I
Right,
know, but-
21, and I'm
Yeah,
a
they're
mom and a
21.
teacher and a songwriter and a producer. I'm like, fuck me, because
No.
goddamn.
But you guys are children still.
Yeah,
Exactly. 21 is still young.
Can we just talk about their beautiful homes?
Their homes. I was actually
Okay,
like,
I get it. I get Nathan and Haley because he was about to be part of the NBA. He got all these deals. They're okay with money. She's driving a Range Rover.
right.
They're fine.
Notice that.
That's believable because he was going to be in the NBA. He was going to
Yeah.
be playing professional basketball. So he got all this
Absolutely.
money and then he messed it up. Okay. Brooke, okay, she's got this
She's like, "I just
huge
bought a
fashion line.
house."
Walks into this woman's house and is like, I'm going to buy your house. I'll keep the furniture. I'll throw 30
Yeah,
grand if
a
you
little
can be out.
unbelievable.
I'm like, okay, she's rich. I get it. But it's like,
And then,
God damn.
oh,
these
Peyton, you don't
21
have a
At least
job, but you
Peyton
can come
has-
live with me for free.
Right.
I
But
know.
Peyton has nothing.
Peyton doesn't have nothing, but she has a friend that's just like, this is your
Right.
house too.
Let me
Let's
invest
drink
in
Here's
you.
your
Let-
record
yeah,
label.
live in
and
my
here's
house.
your office space.
Mhm.
Right. Everything is just
everyone
handed to
is-
her.
Exactly.
And then, you know, she gets.
Ugh.
Since we're mentioning Peyton, we can just lead into K-Fed. Okay.
When we saw him on
Um,
the credits, we were like, "Is this really happening?"
Yeah, this is really
it
happening.
happened in
Oh,
2
man.
episodes actually.
Yeah, she wants to sign Kevin Federline's band.
What was their band called again?
I don't
don't
even know.
remember.
I don't even know.
The Mash or something like the
Mm,
something.
Doesn't
like
even
that.
matter. He's
Does not matter.
just
He's
a,
gone.
an asshole. I think we should just lump in the 2 episodes because they blend
Yeah,
in
they
pretty well.
really blend.
Yeah, I mean, she decides to sign Kevin Federline's band, and at first they're like, "You're a nobody. You have no artist. We would
Right.
be the first ones." He's like, "I don't need you." Then Peyton gets this boost
Sorry.
of I don't know,
Confidence.
confidence
I think
after
that Lindsay talked to her and she
Right.
says, "Here's this what's it
plan?
called? The plan." Yeah.
Yeah, and well, it was after she spoke to somebody. Who did Peyton talk to that then she got like this boost of confidence, like I can do this.
Oh, I
Was it
thought you
Brooke?
just saw Lindsay.
No,
And
because
they
it
had us
ended.
talk.
It ended with Peyton going up to Kevin Federline and was like, "Look, I can sign you
Right,
because
she went to them.
you don't have anybody, and I can do this for you, and I'm the
Right.
person, you know, blah blah blah." And he decides to take the leap of faith and sign with her. And then he ends up being a total dick,
Yes.
which obviously we predicted because it's Kevin Federline. No matter who he's playing, you know he's going to be an asshole character.
Right.
And then, but from this band, we end up meeting Mia,
Mhm.
who is the quiet little hood-wearing
Yeah.
keyboard
She
player in the
reminded me
back.
of Gigi actually at first.
Yeah,
She's
she
like-
kind of
Yeah.
looks like Gigi. And Haley is brought on as the producer. Haley's looking
very
for,
smart of Peyton.
you know, a kind of way back into her music.
Yeah.
And she wants to help out, and she discovers Mia. So what do you guys think of Mia and...
I love it.
I think that's
Yeah.
gonna
I'm
be a good
very
storyline.
happy
Me too.
that Haley gets to be back.
And
in music.
Peyton, it's kind of, you know, it involves Peyton, it involves Haley, and then you have the other side where now Nathan and Lucas and Skills, now
Yeah.
they're coming together to kind of do like the same sort of thing, like help someone,
Right.
but also like have a career
It's like
doing
they're
it, like
using,
a passion,
they're
using their
using
passions,
the
right?
best versions of themselves to
Yeah.
help others.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
And it's great.
Yeah, so now we have
Which
Haley...
we kind of predicted last episode that
did.
they
Yeah.
would help.
that
Another
Haley would
younger
go
fist
back.
bump.
people.
Right. Good job, guys. Yeah, so Haley is going to be helping out Peyton and now Mia because they end up firing K-Fed. I don't remember his name in the show. Jason?
Jason?
I think it was
I
Jason.
think it's Jason.
whatever, K-Fed.
Something with a J.
And they stick with just Mia because all the rest of the guys leave with him.
And she's
Yeah.
killing it. And
Yeah.
Haley's helping her out a lot. And then Haley gets to then, do what she's passionate for. And
Yeah.
Right.
I
And
like it.
and then we have the other stuff that's going on with Haley is, rewinding a little bit, Nathan is slowly coming out of his funk.
Luckily.
And I think the thing that sets him off sets him on this path of getting back to normal is when Nanny Carey
Yeah.
shows him the little shrine that Jamie made.
yeah.
It's very Hey Arnold in the
Yes.
closet.
Yes.
Like it
The
was
Hey
really
Arnold gum
sweet.
head.
Yeah, really cute with the drawings and the trophies, and it's something like clicked in him, which he then goes to see Dan.
Yeah.
And Dan
I
was
guess-
looking fine.
Fine.
We were-
Tan.
Dan in prison.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dan in prison's doing good for Dan.
The two of
must
them
say.
next to each other, though, with their facial hair and their long. I was
Ooh.
like, whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, what did you guys think of the Dan scene with Nathan? And Nathan kind of going there to blame Dan for everything he went
Right.
through, even though it's not really Dan's fault. I mean, what do you
I
guys
think
think?
when Nathan gets in a dark place, he goes and blames his
Yeah.
father.
Right.
Oh, it's always. That's
Which
number
is
one.
Understood.
Right. Because he is to blame for a lot of things
But I'm
in
glad
Nathan's life.
that we finally got to see Dan.
Me too.
Because we've been with this character now
Yeah.
for 4
I know,
seasons,
then they-
and then we haven't seen
we
him,
haven't
and he
seen
went
him.
to jail. I love the jail.
Yeah.
I want more scenes in the
Me
prison.
I
too.
know, especially if you guys listen to commentary when we have them standing next to each other, we're like, ooh, they looking buff.
They are such thick guys.
Yeah, like
They're big boys.
tall.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
tall yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dan is asking about Jamie,
Ooh.
and Nathan says, he was asking about you and where you are, and we told him you were dead.
dead,
And they're like,
yeah.
oh, that hurts. But then later on, we find out that Nathan did leave a picture of Jamie for Dan. So
Yeah.
it's like he gave him a jab, but then
That's how they
Because-
work. Their
because Nathan is a
too.
better person, ended
Yeah.
up giving him the picture of Jamie, which was
Yeah, like his jabs, Nathan always kind of follows through with like something. I don't want to say loving, but something that he still
Redeeming a little
cares.
bit.
Yeah, with
Mhm.
than Lucas. I mean, rightfully so. He never really had him as a father. When Lucas is like mad at him, it's like no, done. We're mad.
When do you think it'll come out that Nathan went to go see Dan to
Lucas,
Lucas and to Haley?
yeah.
pretty soon.
Or maybe it doesn't matter.
Or
but I
maybe
feel like it does
I
because
feel like it does.
Dan knows, now has a picture of Jamie.
Right.
Right.
You know,
And I mean, we had this scene also with Nanny Carey who says, what do I say, if Haley asks.
right? I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not. If Haley asks me if you went somewhere, I'm not gonna lie. I'm
At
gonna tell her
first,
the
I
truth.
was like, "What are you getting at, girl?"
I
yeah.
know.
But then she said, "If Hallie asks me, then I'm not
gonna
going
lie.
to lie." I'm like, "Okay, so
Yeah.
at least
Do
I know
you
you're
like
decent."
the nanny?
I like her.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on
I'm
the nanny?
Suspicious still. I
I
feel like there has
know.
to be something wrong with her, or
Um,
like something that's going to happen with her.
I know.
Yeah. Hope on Twitter at the Young Hopeful, who does our graphics. Thanks, girl. She says, I think the nanny is exactly what Haley and Nathan need right
Yeah.
now. She is great with Jamie, and I think she will help Haley and Nathan to be able to focus on their marriage.
I agree. So far, she has already.
She has, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean-
you know what? And every time she's on the screen, I'm like, she's gonna do something.
Me too.
But
she
she's coming
doesn't. She
through.
just follows
Yeah.
through
And
each
she's
time.
been really helpful. So perhaps that is her role.
I mean,
Yeah.
she does, that first day when Haley comes back from work and she's sitting in her car and she had a really shitty day and she doesn't even want to walk inside because she knows Nathan's going to be probably
Yeah.
drunk on the couch
Yeah.
and whatever. And you see the nanny come out and say, oh, you have someone waiting for you out inside. And you think she's talking
And
about
she's
Jamie.
Like, oh, Jamie. He's
Right.
such a sweet boy.
But, we have this scene where she walks in and Nathan is waiting for Haley
Yeah.
with dinner, and it was really sweet.
It was, and she needed
And
it.
he
It's been a while.
shaved. She's like, he
He
might want to
shaved.
get a razor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he shaved, and he looked
and
very
then he looked
Beauty and
like the Beast.
Gaston.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, okay, look at the hair a little bit. Just
Gotta
just
cut it.
that. And then
And
the
then
next
the
scene, we were
haircut.
like, oh,
Yay!
Yeah, the next episode, right? I think it was the next episode.
Next
that
episode,
he
yeah.
had. Yeah,
Yeah.
where he
Was
had
Quentin-
finally,
yeah.
when he finally
Next
cut the
time
hair.
we saw him.
Exactly. Next time we saw him after
Yeah.
that, we were like, yes,
The haircut,
finally.
it just looks so good. It's just
So
nice to
good.
see him back to normal.
Yeah.
Even though he's on his crutches, but
Yeah.
still he's getting
he's
back
making
into
He's
it.
progress.
making progress.
He is making
yeah.
progress. What what are we thinking about Nate taking on Q, Quentin?
We predicted
this.
you
we
guys did
predicted it,
predict
yes.
it. You guys have been killing it with the predictions.
Right?
Yeah, Allison at the Bee's Knees on Twitter says Nate giving Q a talk. I liked how they brought back the fadeaway being weak from season 1 when Luke was giving Nate tips after his accident.
Yeah. I
Yeah, it
remember
is
that.
very nostalgic, kind of bringing us back to when Nate and Lucas were giving each other tips because one was good at jump shots, the other one was good
Yeah.
at fadeaways, and
And they were supposedly like, mad at each other at that point.
Yeah.
They really didn't like each other
Right.
until
Right.
much later
You
on.
have to play as a team.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so now we have
Aw.
Q, who's just like Nate, season 1, and they're all kind of having this battle with how to deal with him. So we have Skills and Luke that are his coaches, and they're not sure how to. They know he's the best player they have. They have a shit
They don't
team
really
right
know
now,
how to like handle him,
but they
or,
don't know how
like,
to rein him
approach
in.
it.
Yeah. And Haley is struggling with how she can save him and get him back into school.
Right.
So that's why she goes to Nathan and is like, hey, maybe you can talk to him. And you see these scenes of Nate trying to like talk to Q,
Yeah.
but it's so frustrating because Quentin is just
Aw.
so stubborn and so full of himself and
Yeah.
thinks he's untouchable. But I don't know, like it's just it's so infuriating.
Like
Yeah, it is.
He needs the team.
He
and
does.
He needs school to get anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
He's just being a little punk.
he is being a punk.
He's a little punk.
But it's them trying to figure out how they can
Get
rein
to
him
him.
in. Yeah. Who do you think, if they do get through to Q, who do you think is going to be the one to do it?
I think it'll be
Nathan.
Nathan.
Nathan?
Definitely.
Just working with him.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think he's going to continue to
Mhm.
give Lucas
A hard time.
Yeah.
And I think he'll continue to give Haley a hard time in the classroom.
Yeah.
Right.
But I
Well,
think
he has to
Nathan
go
will be
back
the
to
only
class now. He can't play basketball without going to class.
Right. So he's going to have to go back to class with
Right.
Haley. So I guess we'll
Mm.
see how that goes.
I hope that Nathan very quickly gets through to him, because the storyline is like,
one. I know.
I'm glad that Nathan has like a purpose
Right.
with it, but also
Right.
it's like
He needs something to get him out of the house.
Yeah.
And I think he sees it as like, shit, this was me back then.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
and
yeah.
look how far I've come and how my life has changed. And
Like, don't make my mistakes either.
Right.
yeah, you don't want to end up in a bad, end up like my father, or end up like, where I could have gone down. And
Right.
and he definitely sees himself in him, so he's gonna take him on as his little.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
It is good.
Let's see. Jill on Twitter at Jill in Tree Hill. Out of all the characters' transformations from teens to adults, Haley's is the most believable. She always has been the most mature of the group, and
She
she
has.
fits her adult role well.
She's so perfect at it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We were saying
I
during
mean, right, even
commentary-
down to the clothing. We're
She
like,
looks
wow,
like a
she's so
teacher.
mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
But
is
not
very-
like,
No, not homey.
no,
No.
What's
but
the
just,
right? Is that the word?
yeah, I was going to say, like, not like a farty. She's still
Yeah.
like her age, but
Yeah.
a mom.
Professional.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
dressing like
exactly.
a professional, a young professional.
Yeah,
Very young.
Yeah.
very. I know.
21.
21 is still so
21.
young, but they all have these like crazy adult roles.
Yeah.
And actually, someone, Miss Hepburn 19 on Snap asks, "How do you feel about the time jump? I always thought it would have worked better if it had been 6 or 7 years more. Instead of just the strict 4 right after college, maybe just a little buffer,
It would
a
have been
couple
more
years
believable.
more.
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
would have
Right,
been.
because they would have been late.
They would have had a
20s.
lot of things to catch up on.
As
now.
I'm
Yeah.
watching, I'm loving it, and
Me too.
Right.
I love where everyone's at. But then when they mention, "Oh, I'm 21,"
Oh,
I'm
I'm
like,
21.
oh,
"Oh,
really?
right."
I only just now
Like, could
can
you
drink
be like
legally.
at least 23, 24? I would totally believe it then.
Right.
Except for, I would say, Mouth
Mouth is very
Mhm.
believable.
Believable.
And Peyton.
and
But
Pate. I mean, with
to an
minus
extent.
her starting her own label,
Yeah.
but before that, of not
Right.
succeeding in LA, totally believable.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
still,
It is what
we
it is.
I'm just excited. I'm like, all right, this is where these characters are.
This
Yeah.
is where they're at, and this is
Lucas
where
got
we're.
a published novel.
Yeah, right. He's a published author.
Right.
No big deal.
and
New York
Brooke
Times
like has a
bestseller.
famous clothing line, and yeah, it's a lot of
It's a lot.
a lot of things
But
to 21-year-olds. But again,
this is the story.
This is
so
that.
exactly.
is
Would I
what it is.
I
I'm
would
on
have
for the ride.
appreciated
Yeah.
it more. Yes, maybe if it was 6 or 7
Mhm.
years. but it's 4, and this is what we
It's
got
fine.
to
This
deal
is
with.
what we were
Yeah,
given.
it's
Yeah.
good.
So far,
Um,
so good.
We can talk about our boy Mouth. He's dealing with
character's killing me right
he's
now.
dealing with this boss, Alice, who is a tight ass
She's
bitch.
yeah,
Like she is
needs
nasty.
to take that hair out a little bit.
Yeah, and so Skills gives him this advice that he did in college. That he had this nutty professor, and then he just decided to lay one on her, like you
and
said.
and yeah, he was fine for the rest of the semester.
Yeah,
it
I
worked.
guess.
And it worked. Did you think Mouth was actually going to do it?
When we first saw that scene when it opened up with him in the studio, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, are they going to sleep together because of that like sexual tension, and she needs to get laid because at home her home life kind of sucks.
Yeah.
and she has no
Right.
human companionship. And then when Skills gave that advice, I'm like, oh okay, this is.
This is
or
gonna
I saw
happen.
her as 2 roles, but then I saw her maybe she's just teaching that like hard reality of
Right.
show me what you can do.
Right.
You gotta
This
start
is
from
not
the
like on
bottom.
a silver platter here.
Right, and
Yeah.
then we'll see where you can go.
Yeah. And then Mouth does kiss her, and then she says, "You're so fired." But then later on, he sees her in the office, goes up to her, and he's
she's
like,
like,
"Look, I'm, you know, I know I can do this. You're making a big mistake. I'm
Right.
gonna prove you wrong." And then she's so into it.
She likes how
Turned on.
he's
Yeah, and
The
they
confidence.
start.
stands up for himself.
The
Yeah, and
confidence.
they hook up, and I think it was hilarious when Skills walks in and is like, "Are those claw marks? Those
What do I
claw
smell?
marks?"
He's like, I smell perfume.
What is
Chanel
it? Chanel
number
number
five?
5?
Chanel number
Oh my
5.
God,
That was,
It's like
Skills.
the smell of a
that was
cougar.
so
Yeah.
funny.
It was really
And
funny.
Well,
claw
how
marks?
old is she supposed to be, you think?
What?
I don't know.
Late 20s?
Late
There,
20s.
That's what I would think.
That's a
Late
cougar.
20s.
28?
So are we cougars?
We're cougars,
Wow.
girls.
We're cougars.
I'm
I mean, if
Skills?
someone is
Give us a
gonna
call.
be, 21 to want to date us, I'd be like, yeah, I'll be a cougar.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a cougar.
It's a cougar.
Wow.
Man.
We're in cougar territory.
Damn.
Damn. We're in cougar
We should
territory.
just call our podcast Cougar Town.
Cougar
Or
Town.
Cougars.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Cougars.
Cougar Den.
Cougar den. Oh my
No,
god.
we're not doing that. We're not.
Pass.
Then we would have to talk about Cougar Town.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also we have this moment where Mouth is with one of his coworkers, and he says, you know, she's this bitch and blah blah blah, and how someone should stand up for everybody, and Mouth decides, you know
Do
what?
you think he's using his power? He used his power to do that, or
Absolutely.
he was truly no, I'm gonna.
I think it was a mix of both.
Yeah.
I think it was a little bit of I don't want her treating everyone like this, and
But
maybe
also,
I have
the say in it.
I have the safety net with
influence.
with the fact that I know she won't fire me.
Because I'm giving her the D.
Right. So then she's like, "Come to my office," and everyone's like, "Oh shit!"
But she was like, "It's kind of hot, but
It's
don't
kinda hot,
embarrass me
but don't
again,
do
in
that
front
again."
of everyone."
"Yeah." Do you guys see a future with Mouth and
Mm-mm.
Alice?
I want it to be Millie. I want him to be with
Doesn't she
Millie.
remind me
Yeah.
of Gigi?
She reminds.
She is
sort
very
of.
very
a mature
Gigi-like.
Gigi.
It's like Gigi in the future.
Yeah.
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 Kinda. I
Uh,
can see that happening. There was a little brief moment
There was.
at the Close of her Bros
yeah,
opening.
she looked a little sad that Mouth had to walk away.
And then Mouth's what's his boss's name?
Alice?
Alice.
She was with another guy, but then
Who's boring.
who's
Yeah. Oh, he was boring. Don't you see that I'm here at work now? It's like, ugh,
and Mouth
go
was
away.
like,
Mhm.
Yeah, Mouth, go away. Since we mentioned Millie, we could talk about Brooke and her store. So she's opening up her Clothes Over Bros boutique in Tree Hill.
in
And of
Karen's
course,
Cafe.
in Karen's Cafe, she keeps that sign that was on the
Yeah.
wall. She wanted to keep a piece of Karen's Cafe, which is sweet. And she has everybody helping her. And of course, Victoria shows up, tells her she needs to go home. This is, vacation's over. I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. And then she decides to stick around because I'm doing air quotes. She wants to help out.
yeah.
Right, but
And
I
she-
knew she was
she's
no
malicious
good.
from the start.
Yeah, and I mean, she tells Millie to order all of the couture pieces
from New York.
'Cause she
From
knows
New
they're
York.
not going to be sold.
She knows it's not going to sell. Obviously, bringing in all those couture pieces is going to make the store not make a surplus of money,
Mhm.
and and she knew it was going to fail because then she tells Millie to then send them to the Houston store because they're waiting for them.
Yeah.
So she proceeds
evil
to yeah,
bitch.
she is an evil bitch. Was it you, Michelle? You said that she's like an evil queen from
Yeah,
like Disney
She's
movies?
a Disney villain.
She is a Disney villain.
She reminded me of in Revenge. Wasn't
Victoria.
Victoria?
Victoria.
Oh, and she was a Victoria too. Yeah.
the perfect name? Victoria.
Victoria
is the
just
perfect
fits.
name for this type of character.
Yeah.
And
So
she reminds, wasn't it? Was her name in Once too? Victoria, the evil queen.
I also
Oh my
thought of
God,
that
is
too.
it?
We have to
That's
look
so
that up.
funny.
No,
Victoria? No.
uh,
We'll have to
We'll
look
have
it
to
up.
look
Something
that
like
up.
that, right?
I'll look it up.
look,
Once upon a time.
But yeah,
It's
and
just an
then
evil name.
you know she doesn't have faith in Brooke, and it just sucks because we haven't. This is the first time we're seeing one of Brooke's parents,
yeah.
someone that wasn't around for the first 4 seasons, and now
Mhm.
is in such control of her life and is running everything.
Which kind of shows now also what I appreciated about seeing Victoria is how young Brooke still is.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
still a kid.
And yes, she is the face of the company and she was the inspiration for the company, but her mother is really the one who's driving.
Right, she's
Right.
like the
company.
business
She's
savvy
like the business
person.
the brains.
And Brooke is saying, you know, well, I learned a lot, but also you still need someone who actually understands how all this is going to work.
Right.
right.
I mean, she's doing it in a malicious way, teaching
Yeah.
her these lessons, but
Yeah.
I mean,
From
yeah,
a business
you
side,
still
it
can
makes
see
sense
that
of what she's doing.
Mhm.
yeah.
At the end of the day, she's just trying to make money.
right.
The evil
know?
queen was Regina. By the way.
Regina.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't
But
know,
yeah,
Victoria, from
Victoria
Revenge,
is
yeah.
One Tree Hill's Regina.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, she's not a good mom.
No, she hasn't been
she's
there.
she's her manager before she's her
She's
mother.
her momager.
But
She's
She's
can't
not
you
even a mom,
see-
though.
She's not
Can't
even a-
you see parts of Brooke that could have come from Victoria?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Totally Victoria's daughter.
Yeah.
I wonder what the dad is like.
I know. I could see him being really sweet.
Yeah,
Usually when there's like an
sweeter.
evil mother, there's a sweet
Right, they both-
father.
Right.
They both can't be nasty.
Right.
I think maybe he just follows what the mother does.
Yeah. And gives in to Brooke maybe. Just always, like
Yeah.
gave her an allowance and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so and then I love this scene, and I forgot about this scene where she's like, all you had to do was sell one
Mhm.
couture dress and I maybe would have let you keep the store open. And then little Millie comes from the back
so
and she's like,
So sweet.
I want to buy this dress. And, you know, Victoria's like,
She, like, laughs in her
scoffs and like
face, like,
walks away. And then you just have this sweet moment with Millie and Brooke. And she's like, oh, I'm glad you're not going to cash that because it would have
It would've
bounced.
bounced, yeah.
So I thought
She
that was
even
really
knew,
sweet.
though, when Victoria asked her to order.
She was like,
all the
"Wait, are you
pieces," She's
sure?
like, all of them?
Yeah,
And
she knew.
But she can't say anything.
Right.
You know, override.
Right. The manager.
Right. I guess she's like.
I guess
CEO or
they've never
something like
met before.
that. No,
Her
they
and
met.
Maleficent.
met.
Maleficent.
Maleficent. Wow, Freudian slip.
Millicent.
They met in the first episode.
Right, I know, but then she like it looks like she like forgot about her or
She
something.
probably did because she's so preoccupied. She's
Yeah.
just
It's like, ugh, that
judging on what
peasant.
she wears.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she kept calling her
she's-
frumpy and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow. By the way, episode 3, My Way Home Is Through You is a song by My Chemical Romance.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, she sucked. I almost said Maleficent again.
It's
I know.
Should we call her
We
Millie?
should
Millie.
just
Millie.
yeah, Victoria sucks, and yeah. Now, any predictions of what's going to happen now? Are they going to stay in Tree Hill,
They're gonna stay.
Oh yeah.
the boutique, and
They'll
everything?
make it happen.
Yeah.
Brooke will rise above.
Will
Is,
her mother stay around?
Yeah,
now?
is
I
Victoria
don't-
going to stick around?
Maybe a couple of episodes of Victoria threatening to maybe close the business or buying her out.
Yeah, maybe she'll be the villain for the next couple episodes,
Right.
but maybe I don't foresee it to continue.
Yeah.
I think Brooke's gonna
I mean,
be
I think her
okay.
mom had a valid point though of selling couture clothes in a small town is going
Right.
to be very difficult.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
maybe
maybe they
she'll
have to make
make-
changes.
Right. Maybe she'll
Right.
revamp her line to, I don't know,
A
different kinds
more
of clothing,
affordable.
affordable wear.
Yeah.
Affordable. Yeah.
Yeah.
She can still
I mean,
have
that's
more
how she
couture
kind
in New
of-
York. She can still have
Right.
couture in LA or Miami or whatever she wants to do.
Didn't she start
Right.
out? Remember, like with just t-shirts and
Yeah.
in that
Oh.
store she robbed.
Yeah.
From, what was it called? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
It's
it
such
was
a
like a
funny
very
name.
It was
like
like
Joyce
Skanky
Leslie
something.
type
Right.
type of store.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was
what
like
that
filth, something filth,
Filth.
Yeah, something like that.
youth filth, or something really
Yeah,
just
yeah,
Something
nasty.
weird. Yeah, I mean, maybe she can kind of make a side. I don't know what that's called. But like, when like a big company then makes like a smaller,
yeah.
cheaper line,
Yeah,
something like that
she could definitely do that.
for her little boutique at Tree Hill.
It could still be boutique, but it doesn't have to be like couture,
Couture.
prices.
Couture.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, so expensive.
You know, we have boutiques here that they have good items, and
Mm-hmm.
you spend a little bit more money for it, but it's worth it because it's
Right.
nicer quality, and then you have, Forever 21.
Right.
Yeah.
Or, in between.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Victoria sucks. I think
So
we can
far,
all
she
agree
sucks.
that she sucks.
Do you think she has a redeeming moment at all? Like maybe like, oh, I was a bad mother. I'm here for you. I'll help you. Or she's just going to be evil until
I
we're
don't
done with
even
her.
think she thinks she's a bad mother. I think she truly loves Brooke and wants the best for what she feels is
Mhm.
best for Brooke. And she does want Brooke to succeed, but she's just not open to seeing what Brooke wants to provide for herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She's just not that kind of lovey-dovey.
Mm-mm.
Plus,
Mother.
she's
not
straight up
warm.
businesswoman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that.
She's
Yeah,
just
that's
the
all she-
manager
Right.
right now.
That's why she never was
And-
around.
And in high school, when they moved away, she really didn't have any control over Brooke. So this
No,
could
she
be
didn't.
making up for time of having
Yeah.
Right.
actual control over her daughter again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very true. Jade on Twitter _JadeXX. Are you girls on the Brooke train yet?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a.
I'm on the train.
I'm on the train.
I'm on there.
You know what? I'm on season 5 train. That's
Okay.
what
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it because
Well, yeah,
I'm
she does
really-
mention. She
I
mentioned
like
on Twitter.
her storyline for season
I-
Right. She
like
mentioned
I-
on Twitter. This is when everyone that's like obsessed with Brooke. It all starts
really
now.
starts now.
Got
Yeah.
it. I could.
This
I
new
could
adult Brooke.
understand.
I appreciate Brooke. I'm glad I'm not annoyed by her.
Me too.
No.
That's
I'm
refreshing.
appreciating her as well.
And I have to say, season 5 we're 4 episodes in?
Might be
Probably
your favorite
the
so
favorite
far?
season so far.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, we clapped at the end of this one during
did.
commentary. We're like,
It was
"Yay."
I don't know, it's just
Yeah.
good.
It was just a good
Yeah.
episode. Yeah.
We are missing some people though. Deb, you guys mentioned Deb a lot
I
during
said,
the
where is
commentary.
Karen?
Next
I
episode,
want to see
maybe?
Lily. I want to see Deb.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
glad
you
we
think
got
we're
to
gonna
see
see
them.
them?
That's pretty much it. I think they're gonna make an appearance, but it doesn't seem like they're a series
Or
regular.
if we don't make an appearance, just know where they are.
Right.
Yeah.
We
we've
haven't
had
talked
no
about
mention
Deb
of
at
Deb.
all.
Yeah, no mention
I
of
think
Deb at
she's
all.
dead.
Deb is
Oh.
dead.
Go, remember? We'll be like,
No.
they'll be at the cemetery visiting Keith, and it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
oh, let's go see Deb.
All of our other dead people.
Like, what?
No, I don't think she's dead. But yeah, I'd like to just catch up with her for a moment. Doesn't have to be a whole episode. I just want to see her for a second.
And why isn't
Yeah.
she in Jamie's life as the grandmother?
Right.
'Cause
Right.
She was when he was an infant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So maybe they had a falling out.
Maybe she's in rehab again.
Maybe she's in
Maybe.
rehab again.
Never
Maybe
know.
she's
She's in jail.
spiraled. Maybe
Maybe
she's
she's
in
dead.
jail.
Maybe she's with Karen.
Right.
Maybe she eloped
Maybe-
with some hot Spaniard.
Yes, that would be awesome. Good for her.
Spaniard was the first thing that came to mind.
Spaniard.
Spaniard.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
yeah.
Let's just touch upon what happened to our adults because now we added an adult.
We
got
added Victoria. We saw Dan.
Yeah.
We saw Dan.
We could use a
finally.
little Keith nugget, I think.
Oh,
just
me-
a little, like a
Cute
little,
nugget.
little
We
nugget,
did.
little
A
nugget.
little
Just for
nugget.
a
Yeah, a little
second.
nugget
Yeah.
would be nice. We do have a question from Amelia on Twitter at AmeliaJordan5. Do the other girls have any guesses about why Lucas and Peyton broke up after high school? Would love to hear their theories.
We talked about this last episode,
We
right?
did. I
little
mean,
bit, I
we
think
touched.
we
We saw a little bit about how,
The book signing.
the book signing. She didn't show up, but they were already broken up. So
Right. You said they were broken up with about a year.
right, because he said, how did it go? I think it was like 3 years ago. And
they
then it
were
was 1 year for the
together
book
for two. You
together
said,
for 2, and then 1
broken
year
up for a
later was
year.
1 year later was the book signing. So
I think he went to propose and she said no.
you think so?
I think maybe it had to do with like
Or
career base, and she was
Yeah.
like wanted to keep pursuing a career, and he was writing, and
the
maybe
distance.
the long distance thing, or maybe she felt like she couldn't keep up with his success. Maybe he had a lot of success with the book, and she was like kind of struggling
in
herself.
LA.
So there's really nothing for them to kind of
I
compare,
could see that.
to relate to each other on.
Yeah,
I feel like it could be a lot of different reasons. Not because they didn't love each other though.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that ring is for Lindsay. We're still teetering on that
Mm,
ring.
Oh, yeah, the
scene.
ring.
Maybe it is
Mhm.
for Lindsay, and he's still questioning.
Mhm.
Is there still something there with
Mhm.
Peyton?
Ooh, we did have a big Peyton and Lucas moment though.
That moment like broke my heart a little bit. Not in a good way. I was
Yeah.
like mad at him actually.
Just to remind the people listening, so at Brooke's big opening night for Clothes Over Bros, we have Brooke. She's mingling around. Peyton goes. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit because Lindsay is out of town. Lucas is Lindsay. This is the joke, the
Lucas
ongoing
is-
joke.
that
is
is
she's
hysterical.
Lucas is
I
Lindsay.
love it.
Everyone's calling her. Even Peyton ends up calling her Lucas.
Yeah,
is
I like
Lindsay.
that
Yeah.
scene a lot.
She goes off to New York and tells Peyton, "You can go with Lucas."
Well, I was like,
like,
wrong.
Like
Girl, wrong.
Even Peyton looked at her like, "Oh,
Bitch, why?
I don't think
Why would you even bother saying that?
Yeah, Lindsay's trying, I think, a
She's
little too
testing.
hard. She's testing.
Yeah.
You know, I think she's still marking her territory. And she even says, "Look, you told me you weren't after my boyfriend, so I'm
I
leaving
trust
town.
you not to do anything.
I don't
Yeah.
think you'll be a bitch
It'd be
enough to.
shitty of you,
Yeah, it would be
yeah.
shitty
I was
of
like,
you
oh
to.
wow, you're ballsy for saying that.
Mhm.
And I don't know if
And-
I definitely wouldn't have if it
Right.
was me.
I
Yeah.
probably would, knowing me, even though I'd be dying inside, I'd probably tell my boyfriend, you know what? Go with your old friend. She's back in town.
Yeah,
I would never say that.
I would. I know. I've
I
done
would never
it.
say go together. I'd be like, you know, I hope you
Have
guys have a great
fun.
time at
But
the
they
at the
literally,
party.
I don't understand why they had to.
Why did they have to go together? No one else went together. No one.
Yeah,
like-
just
that was
fly
weird.
stag. Skills went stag.
Yeah,
Mouth
why-
went stag.
why
And they
Go
live
stag.
together.
Yeah, just
Mouth
go
and
stag.
skills.
So
It was in town.
and they even
People just
acknowledged.
went.
They even acknowledged that it was awkward.
It is
Peyton's
awkward.
like, this is kind of weird, right?
And Lucas is
Loved
like,
Peyton's
yeah.
dress, by
I
the way.
loved her
Beautiful.
Loved
dress.
Peyton's dress. They
Loved
both
it.
looked like blonde goddesses.
Yes.
They were both beautiful.
Everyone
and-
looked really good.
So when they get there, you know, Brooke is mingling. She goes over to Peyton. She's like, "Oh, how are things with you and Lucas?" And Peyton mentions
Because
like,
Brooke is
how
probably
awkward.
like, this is kind of weird that you guys
But
came
Brooke,
together.
you know, Brooke is obviously Peyton's ride or die, but then she
Right.
also likes Lindsay, so it's kind of like she says, you know, Lucas is happy now, et cetera, et cetera. And
She's
she
like,
meant
yeah,
sh-
she
yeah.
mentions her coming back for him.
right. And then she mentions, "Oh, this hot bartender has been looking at you all night."
He's very
so,
cute.
Mm-hmm.
you know, Peyton's been talking to the bartender
Very
And
flirty,
then
over the bar.
over the bar, you know, very cutesy. And then Lucas walks over and says,
getting angry
"Hey,"
thinking
I
about
know.
it.
He walks over and he says, "Hey, do you want to head out?" And
And he's
Peyton-
getting like close to. I was like,
he
oh,
was
is he gonna
touching,
like make it look
touching
like he was
Peyton
her
so much.
boyfriend?
Yeah,
And like kind of, I was like,
like
maybe
you
he's-
ready to go?
Yeah, and I was like, are you trying to like
Right.
help her out because you think she's like not into
Yeah.
it, but clearly she is.
Yeah, and Peyton says, "You know what? I think I'm gonna stay." And
Yeah.
then Lucas
He
leans
was like,
in and says, "He's not good enough for you."
I was floored.
I was like, "Boy,
I was like, bitch, you did not.
you cannot say that." And I'm so
you have
glad.
no right, no place, nothing to say that. I
And
mean,
then-
granted, maybe she did break your heart. She didn't come to the book signing, quote unquote, even though she did.
even though she did.
And maybe you're still
Well, this
bitter
is
about
also
it.
the first time, maybe we don't know.
We don't know.
That Lucas is actually visually seeing Peyton
with
looking at
someone
another
else.
guy.
right.
So
Jealousy.
jealousy and threatened. Not
Yes.
threatened. Is that the
Yeah,
right?
threatened.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why not?
Even though
About
he
their
doesn't really have the
relationship.
place to be
He
threatened.
Right.
doesn't. But when you go back into that mindset of what we were,
You're like, no,
Right.
that's mine.
and for him to say,
I know.
oh,
I know.
I was really
and she had the
shocked.
perfect reaction. I think anyone
She was upset. You see,
He-
but then when
I'm glad
she
she
goes
reacted.
after
Goes
him,
out after
she's like,
him.
no, bitch.
and she
Yeah.
screams at him like, "You can't do
How
that.
dare you?
You have no place to say that to me."
absolutely
It's
don't
not
think you have
fair.
that control.
Right.
None.
you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then, you know, he's standing there.
Plus,
He's clearly
she was so vulnerable when she first came back and they saw each other in the court, and she was gonna say, she says, "I miss you." And he's
Yeah.
She
like,
goes
and
in for a
he's-
hug.
she goes
right?
in,
Right.
and so she made herself vulnerable there. And so for
Yeah.
him to kind of toy on her emotions, like, "Oh, he's not good enough for you," is like, no, don't do that to me. That's so disrespectful. Like,
Right.
don't treat me that way.
right.
Don't stir up my emotions even more so, like to give false
Yeah.
hope or anything like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
False
Like,
hope.
just-
Don't give that.
that's wrong. And especially she says Lindsay's not even in town, and you have she's like, don't do that to me, and don't do that to her.
Yeah, it's not fair to me and it's
Mhm.
not fair to Lindsay.
Mm.
And then he's like all sad standing there like on the but then we see him laying at home and he calls Lindsay and he's
I
like,
miss
"Oh,
you."
I miss you." Like that little
It's like, do you miss her? Do you miss the idea of having someone?
yeah.
Because
I
like
think
maybe he was
misses
lonely, and
her-
that's why he was going, like saying that to Peyton, like, "Oh, let's go together." And
I think part of him misses her for her to be the block
Mm.
to
Right, the buffer.
right, he has
the
nothing to
buffer.
like buff the
him and
situation.
Peyton.
Yeah.
And he misses her. I mean, he probably misses her.
I'm sure he
legitimately,
misses her. Yeah.
Right.
But old things are coming back.
Mhm.
Things are
And
stirring up.
He doesn't know how to like
Yeah.
control it all.
Right.
I
Yeah.
wonder if he'll be writing tonight.
What do
Not
you
bad.
Oh, that's a good question though. I want to
What do you
know.
think he's writing
What do you
about?
think he's writing?
I think he's writing what we're hearing.
Yeah,
Like things that are
like a
happening
follow-up
current-
story to
follow-up,
his
yeah.
original. Now this is them 4 years later.
Yeah.
what's happening with them, how they all
Yeah.
moved back to Tree Hill, and like
I mean,
what's
this
going
is
on with their
great
story.
content.
It's great.
You're
He's
right.
got
two
he's got
ex-girlfriends
the
have
proof is
moved
in the
back.
pudding. It's right there.
They're staying,
Mm-hmm.
starting their business
He's got a
ventures.
love triangle. He's got, the friend that's the famous fashion designer, and now she moved back, and the one who's trying to make her own record label,
Yep.
and the brother who was almost paralyzed, and like he has so much to work with.
Yeah,
I
now
mean,
he
granted,
has
it's a
stuff.
very dramatic show,
Right.
super dramatic.
Yeah.
Not all of this would be happening in one person's life, but he has the material, so why
Yeah.
not use it?
Yeah.
And each episode opens up with him talking too, with kind
Yeah.
of a narrative. So you're like, maybe
Yeah.
this is
That's what I
Lucas's
think
book.
he's writing.
Oh yeah, what do you guys think about the opening? It's not Gavin DeGraw's
It's
song.
not.
It's
Oh.
the
I wonder if
Chad
it's,
Michael Murray reciting kind of.
It's okay for now. Let's not keep it.
Right.
Let's
I like that sums it up, but maybe we should
I
get
mean, does that mean we're too mature for a song?
maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe there's just too much
Maybe we
episode
can-
for a song. Even though but
No.
then they're wasting it on summing up the episodes.
Summing up what we've seen for the past, now
Yeah.
4 episodes. We don't need this anymore.
Mhm.
We get it.
Right. Maybe they'll
Right.
stop next episode.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Eh,
But it's probably just going to be maybe this is like the Lucas book.
it's very
season.
Vampire
Yeah.
Diaries.
It's very Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, like the
the
opening.
narratives.
the
and
narrative
it was
talking.
always like them writing in their journals, and that's how it opened.
Yeah, and they would always like recap.
I mean,
the
that was like it
episodes.
for like the first 2 seasons. Sorry to spoil it for anyone watching Vampire Diaries. It doesn't happen after the second season.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And which I kind of missed it after the fact. But
Right,
anyway,
I mean, it was called Vampire
Diaries.
Like,
Oh,
Like,
that
hello.
makes
they
more
stopped
sense.
keeping diaries.
yeah.
But yeah. So we haven't had Gavin.
I wanted it a little bit.
Maybe
I
it was
love
high
this
school.
theme
We need a
song.
new song, maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll get a new song. Maybe Gavin will write a new
I
song.
keep
for it.
forgetting that we still have 4
more
more
seasons.
seasons. I
What are we
cannot
gonna
even
do?
imagine
Yeah.
what's
Right?
Well,
Isn't it
I don't
so
think there's
exciting?
gonna be another time jump, right? We're not gonna jump like 5 years or 2 years. Probably not,
I don't
right?
know.
So let's see. In 5 years, the kids will be almost 10.
Mhm.
So could be maybe there's more kids. I'm sure there's marriages. I'm sure there's other babies. I'm sure there's
Yeah, or
possibly
depending on how they pace the show, I don't know if they'll do
Right,
it
is
by
this
year
gonna be
or
like
it'll
the
be
whole
like 2
year?
years.
Yeah.
Because they did that with 2 and one of them was
2 and
sophomore-
3
junior year?
were
Mhm.
junior,
Junior?
right? And
Or
then
senior year.
Yeah, I
4
think it was
senior.
sophomore, junior,
something like we're combined.
Yeah.
senior.
You know?
Yeah, I think freshman, sophomore was combined. I don't know. I don't remember.
Whatever it was, but
Yeah.
we'll I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's
Do
see.
you have any
who-
more comments?
Any more comments?
I think I got everybody's comments.
Do you want to talk about the Jamie? We got
Oh.
an email. Was it an email? Right? It was an email.
Oh yeah, we got an email. Let me pull it up real quick. Oh, we didn't really talk about Jamie though. Jamie is so
Aw, Jamie's so cute.
so stinking cute
being a dumpling.
and just we had that moment towards the end where Jamie has a picture of that he drew of him and Nanny Carey.
Oh,
And we have that slight. Do we have any predictions with
I think Haley
Haley has that
feel
little
a little
moment.
threatened by
She might
it.
feel she has to tone it back, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe you
Second
shouldn't be
guess.
here all the time, or
Or
maybe I
not
shouldn't
Be
put so
doing
much-
the music.
yeah.
Yeah.
put so much into
Yeah.
the career.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
portion.
mean, if you think about it, if she's gonna start producing and then producing, being a teacher Monday through Friday,
yeah,
it's gonna
a
take her away
lot.
from her home
I think
life.
that's a normal thing that all mothers, deal
Yeah.
with. Oh, well, this person's with my child 24/7,
The mom
and they
guilt.
have a special
Right.
relationship. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it could be jealousy, it could be guilt, it could be like, it's a tough situation.
Yeah.
As much as she appreciates her, it's also like, well, I want my kid to feel the same way about me,
right. Yeah.
and he seems to have a lot of love, and like he looks up to Nathan too. So for him
Yeah.
to like draw the picture of him and Nathan is great, but then draw the picture
Yeah.
of him and
Him
Nanny
and
Carey,
Nanny Carey,
it's
you're
like,
like,
ooh.
ooh.
Yeah.
What about mommy? But
Right.
hopefully we'll get there.
Yeah. Okay, so I have the email. It's from Emma.
Emma's
She's-
from London, right?
I don't know. Is Emma from London? I'm not sure.
Or
Maybe.
she wasn't from the U.S. I didn't think.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
She watched in London. I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh, she
You have
watched
the
in
email.
London.
Okay.
Okay, so I have
Anyway,
the email.
here's the email.
She says, "Hey Tree Hill Talkers, I'm wondering, why do you think Nathan and Haley named their son Jamie? When Karen named Lily, we saw her have a dream with Keith and some lilies, so we got it. but nothing for Jamie. Is it supposed to be obvious? I have 4 obvious reasons in my head. They're all vying for first place. I would love you to speculate which one of these might be the reason.
And all of her predictions,
They're really good.
Are spot on.
Yeah.
To me.
First one, after Haley, James Scott.
Mm-hmm.
So her middle name is James.
Right. Not to
So-
lose her maiden name, I guess.
Oh no, her maiden name, not
Oh, I
middle
guess.
name. Yeah.
Her
Her last
maiden name.
yeah, so her last name. I feel like that could be a
That
pretty
could-
good one.
Very
Yeah.
possible.
After Jimmy Edwards, he had been found innocent when they named their
Right,
son.
because Jimmy could be short for James.
Right.
So
Right.
that makes sense too.
After James Lafferty, maybe this was his nickname on set.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Jamie. You think they called him Jamie?
Hey, Lee Norris, if you're listening,
Yeah,
let
Did
us
you guys
know.
call
Let
him
us
Jamie?
know that.
The other one is it's just a really cute name. It's not that significant. Stop nitpicking
Yeah.
people.
No, we nitpick everything. So.
Yeah. E, other, or F, all of the above. I think, honestly,
I
it could be
think-
Haley James.
I think so.
I think
too.
so. Haley maybe wanted to keep some part of her
Yeah.
previous.
I mean, her
name
name is legally, I guess, Haley James Scott, though, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
So, yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
like it too.
I like all of her theories. They all make
Mhm.
sense to me. It could just be random. It could be like a little nod to James Lafferty. That'd be funny.
Or
Yeah.
nod, like I
Or-
said, to Harry Potter, James and Lily.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
James and Lily.
maybe
Maybe
Schwan
it
is a Harry
was.
Potter fan.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a hardcore Harry Potter fan.
Maybe.
That makes
and
sense.
That
Yeah.
would
No,
make a
but
lot of
Haley
sense.
James Scott, I think, makes the most sense.
Yeah, and then there's a second part. Oh yeah, she does mention London.
Yeah.
Would
That's
be
a-
great to get your thoughts. None of my friends in London watched OTH.
Okay, so there you go.
listening to you guys discuss things has been so satisfying after all these years of being the only person I knew who loved the show.
Aw.
We got you, girl. Then she says, also, all the time you were questioning Chad Michael Murray's bad hair in season 4, I was waiting for the payoff when he turns around at Peyton's door and it turns out to be Psycho Derek in the
Yeah.
prom episode cliffhanger.
It
It,
was
made
worth
all
it.
those episodes of bad hair worth it.
Totally.
For me, at least, his hair is so much better now, so that must have been why. Thanks, and keep up the great work, M.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
was-
hair is so much better.
Oh,
Ooh. Especially that moment where we where we first see him, we're all like, yes!
praise hallelujah.
And then when we had Nathan cut his hair and he
we
shows
had
up
the
to
same
the river
reaction.
court, we're like,
yeah, love it.
"Yay!"
Yes.
And then we
So good.
saw Nathan at practice with
Lucas, and I
we're
was like, yes.
yes!
Finally, them like
Just
both
good
just
hair
looking
and both
the
looking
best they
fine.
could possibly look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice to have
Everyone
them
has
back
good
too.
hair
Yeah,
Right
this is a
now.
good hair season so far.
so far.
Yeah,
And
it
I
is.
almost forgot that Mouth even had spiky hair. Like
I know, me
his hair looks so
too.
natural like that, right?
Yeah.
He's got like a thick head of hair.
Yeah.
Jealous.
But yeah, I think we touched base on
I think so.
everything, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
these episodes again like mush together.
Mhm.
So
They
I think
do.
we pretty much we talked about Peyton and Lucas storyline, the Brooke storyline, Mouth storyline,
Yeah.
Haley and Nathan. So I think we really pretty much covered everything.
Do you guys have any predictions? Any wild ones of maybe
Wild.
I'm just there's gonna be
What do you think the big
another
problem?
Peyton Lucas.
Do you think
moment.
there's going to be like a big like problem going on with either Naily, Leighton,
I
Brooke
think
and
they're
her
all
mother?
gonna have their own big
issues?
Story.
issues.
Yeah.
The Victoria and Brooke thing.
I mean, they're
her-
all of them set up pretty much so far to
Right.
have like a bigger issue coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Brooke and Victoria, they could have a lot of like legality
Yep.
issues and things like that. And Leighton, obviously,
Something's gonna,
something could blow up there.
Yep.
Maybe with Naily, maybe Haley has resentment towards Carrie, and maybe Nathan wants to keep her on because he
Yeah.
likes the way that she handles Jamie and all that.
Yeah.
They kept kind of like not foreshadowing, but making me feel a little nervous with Carrie and Nathan. I don't know why. They
Well,
keep
she's
referencing she's
home
a quote
when
unquote
he's home.
hot nanny,
Yeah.
and they were home together, and she was making him breakfast and toting at him and driving him around and showing him how good of a father he can be and why
Right.
Jamie loves him so much. So I get that she's trying to help, but I also feel like a tinge uneasy about it, like
Yeah.
the tiniest bit, just because I know how dramatic television shows work and I know
Yeah.
what they could do.
Right.
Do I think that Naily will have a cheating situation? I
No.
really don't think so. I really hope not. I think
could
we're past
see-
that.
I could see Haley becoming insecure
About it.
and noticing
Yeah.
their
Maybe
relationship
they have more of a
because they'll
speci-
become friends or
Yeah.
have a bond, and her flipping out over
I can
that.
see that too.
Mhm.
feeling like things have been taken away from her. You know, her
Yeah.
child and her husband. So
Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
Tension.
And the Brooke situation, the
Mhm.
Lucas Peyton situation,
Mm.
that could really blow up. I'm waiting for it though.
Do you think they're
too.
gonna hook up
I don't know. I
when
think they're gonna have
he's dating
moments.
Lindsay?
they're gonna just
Just
keep
some
having moments?
Yeah.
And I think maybe
Frustrating
he's gonna
moments.
we said it during commentary, like Lucas is a little slow when it comes to like realizing his
Yeah.
true feelings. And I think that he genuinely does have a loving and like deep relationship with Lindsay, but then again, like he's only surfacing like how he feels about Peyton. I don't think he's really like realizing how
yeah.
much
Right.
Mm-hmm.
he A misses her because they were apart, and B
Yeah.
like they didn't. I mean, for the audience, you didn't really see much of a relationship with them because it was kind of
Right.
taken
Well,
away
I'm-
really
It was
quickly.
taken
I'm
away.
hoping we'll have some.
I'm hoping we'll
Yeah,
have
and I mean they're
more.
right
Oh,
back
yeah,
where
and
it all
flashbacks.
happened. Yeah, and it's right back where it all started.
Yeah,
They're back
they're
in Tree
home.
Hill. They're back in home, surrounded by their families, and yeah,
I hope for more flashbacks. I really
Me
like to
too.
see what happened in these 4 years.
yeah,
Especially between Lucas and Peyton.
Yeah.
right. To see what went
And-
down.
And it honestly, there's just so much to work with for the writers. They
There's
could-
so much. They have
fill
free
us
range
in
of
and-
anything they could do right
Yeah.
now. But I'm excited. Everything
too.
is really, really, it's looking up.
Yeah.
And I said it. You can quote me. I'm on the Brooke train.
Yay!
Choo
Choo-choo. She's on the Brooke train. Yeah.
I don't, guys, and love again is a very strong word. I don't love her at the moment, but I'm
Mhm.
on the train. I appreciate her as a character and the way that Sophia Bush portrays her. I think she does an amazing job
Oh, yeah.
with that.
She's a
So
great
I
actress.
just, I like her as a character right now, and I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave you with
There you
that
go.
little Brooke
I
nugget.
was
Little
at
nugget.
the station.
Yeah.
Brooke train left. I'm on the season 5 train.
Okay.
'Cause
So
I'm
you're
rooting-
getting on the
I'm
next
rooting for
train.
all.
New train.
Okay.
Okay.
New
Okay.
train. I'm rooting for all.
Fair.
Okay.
This is
Sounds
fair.
good. That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Patreon?
So yeah,
Should
do
This
we
is
want to do
where
our
we talk about our Patreon people.
Okay, so if you don't know, we run a Patreon page, and on this page, it is a tipping and rewards site. So it helps out creative people doing creative things like we do with this podcast. This podcast wouldn't happen
Trying
without
to be
you.
creative.
Yeah, I mean, this podcast wouldn't happen without you guys
No.
because it
Definitely
takes
not.
money to run it and to
Mm.
keep it going and to give away prizes to you guys.
Right.
And by the time this episode goes up, someone would have won our
Yay!
script
Season
already.
5, episode
16.
16.
We have the
Right,
script
right.
on our new little set that we have. If you
Yeah,
guys,
for you visual people,
for the people that are watching the visual version of our podcast, which you can get on our Patreon page.
and you can see
um,
our sweet new background.
Yeah, we have everyone's all of the
lighting.
heads, and we have a new background, and it's pretty cool. So if you want access to the visual podcast, we are over on patreon.com/treehilltalk, and you guys get access to the visual podcast, commentary, and behind the scenes and pre-show and all that good stuff. And we do a giveaway. There's a birthday club.
Yeah,
And-
make sure you guys send us your birthdays. I'm
Yeah.
missing a few of you. Okay.
Yeah, so if you haven't sent Liz the birthdays, please do if you're a Patreon pledge. So if that is something you're interested in, if you want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/treehilltalk, and that's where you can do it.
Yeah.
So
And I'm gonna read them off right now.
yeah, so we're gonna shout out our
I have
Patreon pledges.
my little piece of paper. Okay, so we'll start with the trick team: Samantha, Michaela, Gwen, Kaylin, and Jessica. So we got a few new pledges in that
New
one.
pledges in that group.
Our close over bros: Jason, Kelsey, Bethany, Kendall, Chandler, Allison, Logan, Ryan, Elizabeth, Teresa, Allie, and Amanda.
Wow.
Whew, gotta catch my breath. Gotta catch my
Yeah,
breath. Our Keith Scott Body Shop crew: Jill, Sheena, Angela, Jamaica, Tevin, Keegan, Monica, Shanique, Kristen, and Steve.
Yay!
And then the Ravens: Nicole, Erin, and Alicia.
Yay!
Yeah,
So now we have 30 lovely pledges.
Yeah, you guys are rock stars. We love you. So thank you so much to everyone that makes a pledge. If you don't make a pledge, totally fine. Thank you for following us on our social media. If you listen to us on iTunes, very important, make sure you subscribe and you hit the 5 stars button
We
and
like
you leave
five.
and you leave a little review because it makes our podcast more visual on iTunes, and we want to hit that top 150
We
charts.
had a few new reviews lately, so that was
Yeah,
awesome.
so
We
thank
love
you.
reading
So
them.
if you haven't done that yet, grab your iPhone, get on iTunes, and do that for us. That would be great. And if you listen on SoundCloud, you can do the same thing. You can follow us there
You can
and
put a
hit the
little
like
heart.
button.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to treehilltalk.com, that is our SoundCloud page. You get the links to all of our social media there. We're on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook.
And follow us. We have a YouTube channel.
We
I
do
mean,
have a
we
YouTube
only have
channel.
our live streams up there right now, but we were hopefully
Right.
like to branch out a
Right.
little bit with stuff on there.
Yeah,
so
we eventually want to. We do have our visual podcast for our Patreon pledges, but we eventually want to provide content on YouTube, make some fun videos.
yes.
And that will happen thanks to you guys who support the show and are so gracious and lovely. And thank you to those that have sent us goodies in our P.O. box.
Thank you so
You
much.
guys are so nice. We have a P.O. box. It is P.O. Box 76, Quorum, New York, 11727. We'll have all the information down below in the description. But seriously, thank you for sending us the
So
lovely
Oh my God.
gifts.
We like go crazy when we see
Yeah,
like
it's
Ingrid texts us pictures. We got
amazing.
mail.
I
Yeah, we
know.
love getting mail.
got
So if you want to
cards, we
send
got
us snail
things.
mail, send us letters or whatever else, you can do that
Love
there.
letters.
Yeah, and it's super sweet. And if you guys want to leave us a voicemail, you can do that. You can call us at pulling up the number. Our number, I should memorize it, 631-320-8359. Again, that is 631-320-8359. So if you want to send us a voicemail, feel free. We'll listen to it. If you have something you want to mention on the podcast, we can put you there. We did have a couple people ask about, I think I did an Instagram live today, and some people were asking if they could be on the podcast. So we do have that as one of our perks on our Patreon.
For the trick team.
Yep. So if you're on the trick team level, you get to do a guest spot on the podcast, and we have a couple people lined up.
Yeah, actually.
If you want to
Let's
mention
see.
their names, if they haven't told us what episode they would like to be on, reach out to us and let us know.
We
Mhm,
have
yeah.
Gwen who wants to potentially do this season 8 and 9.
Okay.
I don't know if it works out that we're going to watch 8 and 9 together. I think
No,
we
I
said it
think-
was 9 and 10,
Yeah,
right?
so we'll work it out with her.
But also Caitlin wants to do episode 10 as well.
Okay.
So maybe we can have them
Whoa.
both on at
Yeah.
the same time. We can try and figure that out.
Yeah, or one can do 9
Or
and
one could do 9,
10.
one could do
Yeah.
10. That
yeah,
would work
might
out a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple other people, right, in that group?
So Jessica also has a chance to do that. Also Michaela and Samantha. So
Yep.
you guys are more than welcome.
Reach out
I
to
reached
us.
out to you on Patreon, but if you haven't responded yet, no problem.
Yeah,
if you don't
just
want to
let us
do it,
know.
that's not a
And you
problem
also-
either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can.
so if
No
you
one's
are
forcing
yeah,
it.
if you are part of that level or you change over to that level, use the messages on Patreon. Liz is usually running that. So
I have it up on my computer at work like
yes,
24/7.
so she'll-
I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, and we do have there's a community page tab on there. So if you guys, I know a lot of you guys are friends with each other on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that. So take advantage of that, and we can join you and we can all chit chat over on
Yeah,
our Patreon
definitely.
page. That,
Yes, because we
Patreon-
are supposed to have a Google Hangout with our
Yes.
Close Over Bros and Trick team.
Yeah, so we do have to set up the Google Hangout. So for those 2 levels, we will be messaging you guys and hopefully putting together a Google Hangout. And we will reach out, and hopefully we'll be starting that in April.
April.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been taking a while, but we're finally getting things
We got
together with the microphones.
Groove.
And if you're watching the visual podcast, the lighting has improved. We post some behind the scenes on our Snapchat. We have new lighting equipment.
We have new letters.
We have new
THT.
background.
They're so
It's
cute.
so great. So thank you guys for the continued support. And you guys are amazing, and we love you.
Literally couldn't do it without you.
We couldn't
Yeah.
do it without
It
you.
would be so boring.
Right?
I
Just
mean, it
us
would be
talking
great
all the
because we
Yeah.
love the show, but
Yeah.
it makes it like so much better that we
Yeah.
have a community to discuss with.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. So we love you guys so much, and we will see you for the next episode.
Yay!
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.